going to Key West.
Key West!
Yeah.
Here we come.
Yeah, thank you. It's a pretty cool way to get started.
That was amazing.
See, you got a beautiful, huge stingray just jump out of the water for us.
It was performing for us.
It was amazing. So yeah, we finished up all the work at my mom's place and had an opportunity to do a little more work and visit another friend down here in the vicinity of where my mom is.
We're down here now on another job, working on a shuttle bus.
A big shuttle bus.
And Pat, our friend who we're working on the shuttle bus with, wasn't quite ready for Eric to start his carpentry stuff, and so she's like, well, why don't I send you to Key West for a few days?
Well, okay.
And so we were like, not going to turn that down.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Is there any officers on duty out there?
I saw.
We stopped just before you go down into the Keys at a lovely Cracker Barrel for the night.
Thanks, Cracker Barrel.
Woohoo! So that we wouldn't be trying, then we could get up fresh the next day and really, get down into to Key West on a timely manner and get down there. So
we got a rare moment in our van life recently is that we're both in the van traveling to Key West together. On Key West, she used to live in that area, and so she really, really wanted us to go, and so we're going. So that's what we're doing. Woohoo!
We basically just went right on down through Key Largo and all the other spots until we got to Marathon, which is where Pat and some friends of theirs had a favorite haunt called the Brass Monkey, and great little tavern. That,
really cool. Reminded me of a Wisconsin tavern, actually.
Yeah, big time. If you're on your way south and you need to cool down or just stop for a handy drink or a burger, a great little spot there on the way. It's still about 50 more miles down to Key West itself. So
yeah, it's a long drive. I mean, it's a long drive. That's why we did it in 2 days. We don't like to do the 6 hours in a day thing.
Right.
We don't like to drive the van that far in one stretch just for,
Yeah, we try to keep it 2.5, 3 hours, and my knee can't take it any more than that. So, but just on the edge of Marathon is the 7 Mile Bridge that you remember from True Lies is one of the big shots where they used it.
The bridge is out.
And but we were kind of thinking we might pass it, but we thought, well, let's just stop and check it out, and we were really glad we did. Hey, we're on 7 Mile Bridge.
We sure are.
But this is the remnants of the 7 Mile Bridge that used to be the main bridge out to the Keys, and this is it's been all refurbished and stuff, but a lot of this was used when they did the True Lies movie. Part of it was what they used as a section of that for. Then it was a model that they actually blew up in that part. It wasn't the actual bridge. Yeah. Big ones. Holy crap! Those are huge. Nice. Nice. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, this has been really fun.
Yeah.
We were kind of like, do we want to do this? Yes, we want to do this. You want to do this if you're down here. Okay, so there's 7 Mile Bridge that we were just walking on, right to our right here. See the pedestrians out there. And now we're on the way, last leg, to Key West. The bridge is out. It's out.
So yeah, from the 7 Mile Bridge, it was on down to Key West.
Oh, it was great. We get to Leo's RV park. Very cute, cool little place. And we had a great spot. We had a spot which was right near there's a little community kind of palapa with a table, but no one else was using it. It's it's hard to get to even. Yeah. Because it's right by. So we were taking advantage of that, which was really, we had our own little palapa. cool pond, iguanas, great landscaping, just really, really well done park. I have to give them,
And again, it's not quite on the island of Key West itself. It's just east. It's only about 15 minutes scooter ride to the main like downtown Duval Street in Key West.
And so that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, well,
we rented a scooter.
We rented a scooter like a couple of 20-year-olds.
We did. We were driving around double on the scooter. I was Eric's bitch. We were weighing that scooter down, let me tell you.
Yeah.
But hey, it was a trooper.
Yeah.
It got us where we were going,
job.
and we had a lot of fun rides. That was really fun.
Yeah.
It's like we ever since maybe Marfa with Robin and Peggy when we were in Marfa, and maybe even like Mexico, did we feel this touristy? Like, you'd think that we would feel that way more in this life, but you really kind of don't, because this is your normal, you're living, you know, so it's your day-to-day life. But this, since we were in a different kind of surroundings, we, you know, went down there specifically, we did all the touristy things, it was kind of, and it was really fun. It was like, we had a really good time.
Yeah,
it's
great
a beautiful place. It's
whirlwind
like,
couple of days. Well, it's still 3+ hours, you know, even going
right.
from by Miami all the way down to Key West.
And then we stopped in Marathon.
Yeah, stopping in Marathon and everything. So it was a pretty full day already. So we had our primary plans for the next 2 days. So we just figured we'd hang out, but there was what we heard was an excellent Mexican restaurant again right by Leo's.
Yeah,
which,
walking across the street.
Chico's Cantina, just a block down the street, and had some really good Mexican food.
I had seafood enchiladas that were amazing,
phenomenal. Really subtle flavors, subtle
you had the
spices.
Tacos.
Yeah, I had
those were really good too.
Really good, and
we had great food in Key West. Great food, great service.
So we got up the next morning, not super bright and early, but early for us, and hopped on our little scooter and got on downtown. And we started off at the southern end of Duval Street, right where the southernmost point is there in the U.S. And about a block up from there is where we parked the scooter, and it was right by the Butterfly House.
And that's where we were actually going. That was our
first primary spot to see, according to lots of people that said we should, and we're glad we did.
So cool.
It was really neat.
Oh, amazing. God, those
things are fairly close together. So we just left the scooter.
Not a very big island.
Yeah, we just left the scooter and walked up about 4 or 5 blocks to the Hemingway house.
And that was also incredibly cool.
Yep, Ernest Hemingway's home for quite a few years there, and got the grand tour with the whole big tour group and the whole thing, and
saw the 6-toed cats.
Yeah, there's 55 the cats that have been there.
Comatose 6-toed cats.
Yeah, since like the 30s or whatever.
They were all like dead asleep.
They're all big too. They're
and
really
didn't
large.
move. They don't move.
They just lay around.
We saw the one that was trying to catch something.
Yeah, cats like in the heat. What do they do? Oh yeah, they lay around.
They don't move.
They don't move much.
They don't. Yeah, there was the one that just literally was like covering his face from us when we were trying to film him.
Yeah.
He was
Like, oh, no more tourists.
God, we're so
Enough
sick
already.
of you. Just trying to take a nap.
So yeah, by this time we were ready for some tasty food. So we walked back down, and just down past the Butterfly Place again is the cafe at the Seaside Mansion.
No.
Cafe.
No.
Beachside Cafe.
Can't. No.
Seaside Beach.
No.
Cafe. Beach Seaside. Southernmost cave beach thing.
It was the Seaside Cafe at the mansion.
There you go.
They have a Seaside Cafe that's attached to it. Outdoor kitchen. Really incredible pizza. We just had a snack. We had a pizza.
And a really good, tasty
Yeah.
mojito.
And strawberry lemongrass mojitos, which
Really,
were
really good.
really amazing. And then we had Parmesan truffle fries. And those were also the best. Those were the best truffle fries I think I've had.
Yeah.
They didn't overdo it on the truffle, and the fries, they had to be cooked in duck fat. I
Yeah,
think.
they were amazing.
I don't
and
know.
of course,
but they were
there's
so good.
wild
Sorry, I'm
roosters.
shifting.
Wild roosters and chickens running around.
And that's the whole island, though.
Yeah, they're all over the
The
place.
chicks, and it was chick season, so there were chicks
Yeah.
crossing the road.
Yeah, you got to be careful on the scooter when you're zipping along. You know, that you don't run over a chicken or a
Really don't want to
little
run
ones.
over a chicken.
Bad. So we had intended to kind of just stay downtown, but by this point it was still
We're
early
old.
afternoon, and
We're really old.
yeah, we sunset almost 8 o'clock. So we
And
figured
Eric needs a nap.
I gotta
every
have
day.
my
He's
nap.
gotta have his nappy time.
So we hopped on the scooter, shot on back to Leo's, and
had a really hot nap.
a very warm siesta in our bus here. And but so we chilled out, just relaxed for a while, and then decided to kind of put a little plan together for getting back downtown, watching the sunset. And so we hopped on the scooter and took the North Roosevelt Boulevard
Went to
road
the
around
sunset celebration
on
at...
Murray. We got to look these things up.
Okay, so where was the sunset?
Mallory
Square.
where
That's
everybody
it was.
goes for sunset.
It is. We did the quintessential things. We thought it would be fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
we started looking around for what to do, and went over to where
It was the conch place that we had our first.
So we went to the Conch or Conch. I'm not. How's that pronounced? Republic Seafood Company first, and that's right where all of the tour boats that go out to the Tortugas National Park come and go.
We had our first key lime martini. Yeah, those were good. It was the first one we ever had, and it was really key lime pie-like.
Yeah, it was a little more creamy.
Yeah, but then we stopped at the White Tarpon.
White Tarpon.
Okay, these are the real deal.
Yeah.
Key lime margaritas from our friend Johnny.
Woo! I got you.
Met bartender at the White Tarpon.
Johnny from Boston.
Johnny made us what was, I think, the perfect key lime cocktail. It had the graham cracker crust and everything, but it wasn't so creamy. It had it felt like a cocktail, but it tasted like key lime pie. It was kind of perfect.
Yeah.
And
After hanging out there for a while, they were actually closing up at 10 o'clock or something, I think.
Right, they were actually kind of closing up.
But we kind of got to chatting a little bit and finally asking where the spots to go were, and so they talked about smoking tuna. So after some great jams there, that guitarist was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Man. That guy was really impressive. I forgot what his name was.
And a lot of Tom Petty songs. I love Tom Petty.
A lot of great, classic rock stuff. Pretty fun. And then they finished up, and so again, Johnny and the guys there at the White Tarpon mentioned that the Green Parrot is the place to go, and that's kind of the classic old, almost like a big tavern kind of a place in town there. And so we shot a couple blocks down to that.
Really, very fun band.
Fun way to end the evening, and
what's this part going on? Anyway.
So that was it for our big night. Had scootered on back through town, and it's kind of fun riding around through Key West in the dark after a fun evening.
It's very well lit. So.
Yeah, and by then the breezes are nice and cool.
It's getting cooler.
It was just really, really
nice.
So
it was fun.
Back to the bus.
So we did have bigger plans the next day that didn't really pan out the way we thought.
We're a little hungover.
We were so hot. We had not done any kind of partying like that,
Not since like
intense.
one of the escapers bashes, I think, the last time we kind of...
we needed a big breakfast to sop that up.
Yeah,
so,
we were going to go see like the shipwreck museum.
I am
and
sad
a
that
whole
we
bunch
did
of other
not
stuff.
do that. I'm sorry.
We just had burned ourselves out already in that one shot. So we just went to Harpoon Harry's. There's a number of them around, I guess, but I think this might be the original one. But excellent, really tasty breakfast with we got a couple of Bloody Marys, of course.
That helped a lot, actually.
Yeah. And but then from there, just drove on down to Fort Zachary Taylor State Park, which has a
really nice beach.
Awesome beach. $40 you can rent a real nice umbrella with 2 nice chaise loungers, and we just chilled out.
Yeah.
And cooled off too. I mean, it's the water temperature was just perfect.
Yeah,
it was
swimming
like
was
78.
awesome.
It was just ideal for cooling off. So
we were in that water for a while.
and then there were showers right nearby, so we could go in, get cooled off, rinse off the salt, and just chill out on the beach for. So yeah, after the beach, just back to our the bus for a little bit, and again a little afternoon siesta before got a chance to hang out with some new friends of friends, Billy and Kathy.
Pat had some really good old friends that have a really cool house. He's got a great shop. He's a woodworker.
Phenomenal woodworker.
They're both artists, actually. She does like these crazy, beautiful stained glass mosaics, and he does all this great woodworking stuff. Had great conversation and talked about stuff.
Love meeting people on the road.
It was really fun. They were a treat.
Yeah, but then they lived actually just a couple of blocks away from El Cibone, I think is how they pronounce it. But
good Cuban food.
Johnny again from White
Johnny
Tarpon
from Boston
mentioned that he recommended them for the really good Cuban food, and they Billy and Kathy agreed. So that's so we shot over there for one final dinner before we were heading back out the next day. So. Had some really good Cuban food.
This Cuban pork. Yeah. And their plantains. And their black bean. I mean, everything
was really
was
good.
So good.
And a lot of it.
That was a nice kind of end highlight to the trip. Have some good Cuban food. Because, there's so much Cuban inspiration on Key West. And we hadn't really done anything Cuban since we've been there.
No,
so
not at all.
I'm really glad we went there. It was so
drive all the way back out, and you can't just drive all the way back, so you got to stop again and see some more things.
A friend of Pat's that we met at the Brass Monkey, Sue, said that we needed to go to Big Pine Key. Hi, Sue. And needed to see the key deer because they're like mini deer.
They're like little
tiny deer.
Little pygmy deer.
And so we did that.
Yeah, full grown ones are like the size of a big fawn. They're crazy.
Yeah, and so
we caught a couple glimpses.
Little bit, just but that was one of the places that we stopped to get a little glimpse, hopefully. And then Pat also suggested messaged us on the way back, hey, if you need lunch, go to the Keys Fisheries on Marathon to get some really yummy
one of those
food.
Classic local joint kind of things right up on the northern side of Marathon Key there.
Right on the
pier.
Yes, right on the pier. Getting old.
So we got one more really tasty meal before
snapper tacos.
Eric got a yellowfin.
Yeah, or no, tuna. Mahi tuna.
Or ahi tuna.
Yeah.
BLT, basically.
Yeah.
meal before another quick stop back at the Brass Monkey, and then we went back northward bound. We came back north on Saturday. We left Key West on a Saturday, so that again.
The traffic was
not
bad at all.
Going out was great, but there was already lined up going down for the Saturday night thing. So again,
and we went down on a Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah, so we went. So we left actually Tuesday night, stopped at Cracker Barrel. So Wednesday was the drive down, and it was fine.
Yeah, no problems at all. So if you can avoid those driving down on Friday or Saturday, or trying to come out on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So, yep, that was it. We had a whirlwind couple of days in Key West. Had a lot of fun.
It felt a lot longer than
it did. It's a great vacation-y thing when it feels like longer, you know. But
had a really fun time.
Yeah, it was a blast. Great food, great beverages, fun new people, new friends, live music, everything you'd want in a Key West trip. Basically,
it was a very nice Key West experience. Thank you, Pat.
Yeah.
For sending us on because we wouldn't have done it on our own. The gas prices alone were prohibitive for our budget, and so for her to be able to just like go, hey, I'm gonna send you to Key West and go have fun. I'm like, wow, that's
Yay!
thank you so much. We had such a great time.
So hey, thanks for watching, and I hope you had a good time with us and learned a few things maybe in the process.
And hey, come join the Wonder Boom.
Join the Wonder Boom.
It's fun.